life without sauce is it's just lost. And that's why I'm going to show you how to make some delicious sauces for this barbecue season. We're doing a Miami white sauce. We're doing a red sauce. And we're going to do a country mustard sauce. You don't want to miss this episode. Stay tuned.
Spice King gonna get you right. Spice King gonna get you right. Whether morning, noon, or night. Whether morning, noon, or night. I'm the Spice King.
I'm so excited to show you how to make my 3 favorite barbecue sauces. We're going to start off with a Miami white barbecue sauce. Start off with some mayonnaise. Next, we're going to add some buttermilk. And we're going to add some sour cream. I used a ratio of 1 part mayo to 1/4 part of all the rest of it. Next, we're going to add some horseradish. We're going to add a few spoons of fresh garlic puree to this sauce. We're going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to add a few sprinkles of soy sauce to that too. All this is going to add for a really succulent umami flavor. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of Chinese salt or accent and also some fresh cracked black pepper. To spice things all the way up, we're going to add some Spice King seasoned salt and some Spice King all-purpose seasoning. That's going to give you a really wonderful backdrop, and this sauce is going to be great on anything. To add some heat, we're going to add some ground sriracha. We're going to add some yellow mayonnaise to that, and we're going to mix it all up until it's nice and smooth. Now, texture is everything, so we're going to add some vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and rice wine vinegar. 2 different flavors, but great. Next, we're going to add a pinch of sugar, and we're going to mix it all up. To this, now we're going to add some Spice King seasoned salt, and we're going to add a little bit more Spice King all-purpose seasoning, and then we're going to add a little bit of buttermilk and apple cider vinegar to taste. Next, I'm adding just a pinch more sugar. We're going to add a little bit of the Spice King all-purpose seasoning to that, and we're going to whisk it all together. You just taste it as you go, and you can spice it as you like. Now, one of my favorite things to add to this sauce is fresh cut dill and fresh cut parsley. It adds a magnificent flavor. So when you add this in and you put it on your grilled meats, it's exquisite. People are going to be like, oh my God, what did you put on this sauce? It's so great. Add some more fresh cracked black pepper to that. You see the texture of this sauce. It coats the spoon, but it has a nice viscosity. I love the black pepper in the sauce, so add more. And then I want you to add all of the fresh herbs that we cut up, and we're going to mix it all together. And the sauce is going to be magnificent, y'all. Add a little bit more rice wine vinegar. Add a little bit more horseradish. Next, when you taste it, it's divine, y'all. It's so good. You're going to love it. It's actually one of my favorite sauces. To finish it, we're going to add a little bit of fresh lemon juice, and we're going to add some fresh lemon zest. And then, ladies and gentlemen, your sauce is done. It's going to be exquisite. Put it on everything. Now, our mustard barbecue sauce is really special. We're going to start off with a big bottle of the French's yellow mustard. And we're going to put it in our saucepan. And to that, we're going to sweeten it up with some white sugar. Next, we're going to add a little pinch of Chinese salt. We're going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, some soy sauce, and this is going to give you umami. Now for heat, I'm adding a little bit of sriracha. I'm adding some of our fresh garlic puree, and I'm adding some of the Spice King Country Barbecue Rub, which can be found at all of the stores, Walmart, Stop and Shop, Big Y, Julaska, and HEB. And I'm also adding a splash of liquid smoke and a little bit of tomato sauce and ketchup. I like to have both because it gives you a nice backdrop of flavor. The tomato sauce with the ketchup, it really makes a wonderful sauce. To this, we're also going to add a little bit more apple cider vinegar for acidity. And we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar to that and a spoonful of molasses. Now you're going to turn this on and you're going to bring it to medium heat. You don't want to cook the sauce too much. You just want to bring it to a warm temperature. And once it's warm enough, then you can add some nice chunks of butter, whole butter, and we're going to add a little bit more liquid smoke to that. There's our butter right there. I like to add a lot of butter because when the butter gets warm and it melts in the sauce and you pour it all over that meat, you dip your bread in it, it's so great. So delicious. You're going to love it. And it's really simple. Look at the texture of that, y'all. To finish it off, we're going to add a little bit more yellow mustard, And we're gonna add some apple cider vinegar. Now for our red barbecue sauce, now this is the star, y'all. Start off with some ketchup and a little bit of tomato sauce. We're gonna add some acidity with apple cider vinegar and some Spice King barbecue rub, some Spice King seasoned sea salt. We're gonna add lots of fresh cracked black pepper. We're gonna add a little bit of sriracha for heat, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of liquid smoke, a little bit of Chinese salt, and we're gonna add some molasses in there. It's gonna be so good. Next, we'll add a little splash more of apple cider vinegar, a little splash of yellow mustard, and some brown sugar, and a little bit more white sugar. Next, we're gonna add some fresh garlic puree that we made earlier. Now this garlic puree is just garlic and oil. Next, we're adding some fresh lemon zest and a squeeze of lemon juice to that to freshen it all up. Next, for umami, we're adding some soy sauce. And we're gonna just mix it all together, y'all. We're gonna bring this to a rolling simmer. So we're gonna reduce it slightly, and all the flavors are gonna come through it, make it just so nice. Now with all of our sauces, we finish our sauces with butter, and this is no exception. When the sauce looks like this and it coats that spoon, we add a generous amount of butter to it. We're gonna turn off the heat so that the butter just melts ever so softly, y'all. And this is gonna be your barbecue sauce, y'all. It's gonna be absolutely divine. You got 3 sauces.
Make sure you go to Walmart, Stop and Shop, Big Y, Jewel Osco, and HEB stores and grab some Spice King.